Do you remember, I think it was a couple years ago now, when David Letterman was accused of having inappropriate relationships with his employees? Someone attempted to blackmail him, and he went right on national TV and said, "I'm guilty. I did it." And the whole scandal went away. You know, in the gospel today, Philip goes and gets Nathanael and tells him, "I found the Messiah." And when Nathanael meets Jesus, Jesus says to him, "Oh, here's a true son of Israel. There's no duplicity in him." And Nathanael said, "How do you know me?" And Jesus said, "I saw you under the fig tree." And Nathanael surprisingly says, "Truly, you are the Son of God, the Messiah." And Jesus says, "All this because I said I saw you under the fig tree?" Well, I think the significance of the fig tree is that it represents the nation of Israel. And young rabbinic students were taught to pray under the fig tree. And in first century Judaism, a popular expression was this: "He who prays but does not pray for the coming of the Messiah does not pray at all." So they were all called to pray constantly for the coming of the Messiah. So if Nathanael was in solitude praying under a fig tree, he definitely would have been praying for the Messiah. And if he was in solitude, the only one who would have heard his prayer would have been, well, God and the Messiah. And so that's why Nathanael is blown away, because right now he's thinking Jesus has to be the Messiah. But I think, what's the message for you and me? When Jesus sees him, he says there's no duplicity in him. And I think for all of us, we have a tendency sometimes to try to live two lives, one public life, one private life. And what Jesus does here is he reads the heart of this man, Nathanael. And I think for all of us today, if we truly try to pray in earnest, try to give ourselves completely over to God, there's just no duplicity there. There's no room for it. Even if we've made some bad mistakes, David Letterman would be an example. I think if we just admit the truth, face it, deal with it, and move on, we also can be a true child of Israel. Okay, God bless you.